What's good, YouTube? It's Sir Rome with Raw Raw, and I just want to let y'all know this video is brought to you by Starchies. It's an amazing product, and it's got what you need. What's good, YouTube? It's Sir Rome with Raw Raw, and I'm here with my boy
Troy.
And today we're gonna do a podcast type format. I really don't know what we're gonna talk about much, but we hangs a lot, so we're gonna try to find something to talk about. I got a few questions to ask this guy. We're gonna see if he could capitalize on them.
Oh, buddy.
You think you're ready?
I think I am.
All right, so I got a question for you, and I know you got strong feelings on this topic. So
I have a lot of strong feelings on a lot of things.
Exactly. So that's why I chose this one first. It's not a big deal or anything, but I just figured you'd have some good content for it. So, how do you feel about authority?
Ooh, man. I'm my own person, you know? And people want to tell me what to do? Somebody's going to tell me what to do?
So, so how does it go? Like, okay, your mom, that's an authoritative figure.
Mm-hmm. Tries to be.
How do you feel about your mom saying, like, this when we were younger, like, clean your room?
Rooms don't always have to be clean. That's the whole thing. You have a room, if it gets messy and you clean it, what's about to happen?
It's going to get messy.
It's going to get messy again.
It's going to 100% get messy.
So what does it matter if you have, a day where it's clean? Because by the time you go to bed, your bed's going to be unmade. You wake up the next morning, you go around, you do your routine, things are going to get moved around again. Where you want, once you set something down, it's because that's where you want it.
I used to do this. I used to put stuff, like, everybody say your room's so junky you can't find anything, but I'm like, I know exactly where everything is. There. Yeah, I put it there for a reason. I know where
because
it is.
I know where it is.
And then you get frustrated when somebody else comes in to clean your room, and then they move your shit to like a spot they think makes sense.
Yeah, you put everything in a drawer to hide it. You hide the mess in a drawer or under the bed or in the closet, whatever. You come back in, you pull it back out, you put it back where it was originally.
Yeah. And they call that dirtying up your room.
That's not dirtying up the room. That's putting it where it goes. The only thing is trash.
Yeah.
The only thing that actually makes sense to get rid of is trash.
Yeah.
Who cares about a little bit of clutter? Nobody.
I gotta speak on one thing you started with, the whole make your bed thing. I always hated the concept of making your bed. Because you get
the
up
next day.
Yeah.
It has to be a daily thing.
Yeah.
You make your bed every day.
I don't like. I mean, I'm fine with the sheets. Straightening the sheets out, making the sheets look good. But as far as the comforter,
fuck a sheet. Just use a blanket
or a blanket, whatever. But I'm jumping in the bed. Like, I don't care where my comforter's at. Then when it's all tucked in, anyways, you can't even really get under it. Like when you go to a hotel and then you can't really get under the blanket how you want. I don't want all that. I want to be able to get in my bed and get comfortable.
It doesn't make any sense. Where I leave it, look, usually I get out of bed, right? Throw the cover off.
Yeah.
Swing out of bed.
Yeah.
So whenever I get back in bed, it's already swung over.
Yeah.
I just grab it, pull it back. Yeah, that's exactly where it needs to be.
Yeah.
It doesn't need to be a reset. I would have to manually move it myself the next day.
You have swooned me on this one. I'm 100% on your side as far as that part. But let's take authority up a bit. Okay, what if it's we won't go too far. What if it's your wife and she's like, hey, do this. I need this.
I'm gonna do whatever she says.
Okay, so as far as your wife,
I'm gonna do whatever she says.
Are you saying that because she's gonna see this, or you?
She will see this. Love you, boo. I'll do whatever you say. I don't even care.
Okay.
Happy wife, happy life. That's true. A saying. And as a kid, you don't believe that kind of stuff. You're like, that's just stereotypes. No. If my wife's happy, me too.
Agreed, because it's going to cause a lot of friction if you... Yeah, let's move past that. Let's just move on past that one. All right, what if it's your boss at work?
Oh, if he sees this too, though.
I mean, not necessarily that boss, but just a boss at work, like even when you were younger.
Here's the thing about work. They don't own me, right? I'm still my own man. They're just paying me to be there and to do my job. And sometimes they just say things that I don't agree with. And if I don't agree with something, I have a very hard time following it.
Okay, give me an example of like something where they're telling you to work, but you don't agree with. Oh,
It's
I
not
got
even.
one.
It's not even exactly work. It's like tucking your shirt.
Oh yeah. Because
something like that.
That don't affect your job.
If you do blue collar work, who cares if your shirt is tucked in?
Yes.
You know, it doesn't actually contribute to anything. Like, sure, maybe you'll look a little bit more professional, but as a fat guy, athletic fat, just so you guys know, I can go on a hike all day. But I have an overhang. My belly overhangs a little bit. Who wants to see that? The public? No.
And then it pisses me off when you lift your arms up and
then it just pulls it right back out.
And you're on a ladder or something, so like then they see you. Because when it's untucked, it don't do that. It don't pull all the way up where you can see my belly. But
exactly. But whenever it's tucked, it's not flattering.
Yeah.
That's tucking your shirt. That's a rule for skinny people.
I
wholeheartedly believe that.
It is. It's a rule for fit people.
If you over 200 pounds, don't tuck in your shirt, guys.
Yeah.
It does not make you look professional. We just all see your belly and your curves.
What if the boss asks you to clean something? Like your job's not a custodian, but they ask you to clean up.
Well, I mean that's just part of it. That's cleaning is one thing. Okay, I only have a problem with authority if I disagree with it. You know, cleaning something at work is one thing. Cleaning your bedroom, that's different. You know, if they told me to come home and clean my room, would not do that. You have no authority over me here.
What did they say? Clean your haircut, trim your beard, clean yourself up.
Again, I do blue collar work. You know what? Even if not white collar work, if you have a beard, that's just personal style.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it if they don't want me to wear a crop top, but a beard, that's just hair, man.
It is.
It's about hair.
That's the reason I never went for police officer or firefighter. I mean, it's not the only reason, but I never wanted to have to be shave your face daily, you know, for a look.
That's getting rid of your personal expression.
Yeah.
You know, part of that, you have very few things, as a guy anyway, societally norms. You know, societally, they say, you know, you can't wear a lot of jewelry because that makes you feminine. I just slurred that. I've been drinking a little bit, people. I don't believe in all that. Toxic masculinity, don't care for. But, you know, we have very few ways to actually accessorize as men in a normal society. Part of that is hair and facial hair. So if you want to grow a beard, grow a beard.
Yeah.
If you want to have like a stupid little mutton chop, you know, like my cousin Logan had, you know, have you a stupid little mutton chop.
What's a mutton chop? Like we just had the chops up here?
Bro, where you got the sideburns, but they grow down a little bit. Like they just take
and then you just stop them right there?
You just stop them.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you want to have stupid sideburns, go for it. You know, that's your expression. As a teenager, right, before I could even grow a beard, I could just grow like a stupid little mustache. I mean, just little wispy hairs. But I rocked it.
Yeah, proud.
Because it was mine. It was my. I was finally growing facial hair. I didn't even care what I had. Then I started having a goatee, just a little bit. The goatee barely started growing in. Man, I rocked that thing. I would not shave off my little baby goatee. I looked hideous, but you know, at the time, that's what I had to work with. So that's what I had.
Okay, you said toxic masculinity.
Mm-hmm.
What is toxic masculinity to you?
So that's the whole thing where people, if you aren't completely just a dude's dude, people look down on you for it. So, you know, and in the workforce, one of the things is being sick. You know, if you're sick and you don't show up to work, people get upset about it. Like, oh, I've had the flu times 10 and I've come into work.
Yeah.
I've come into work with colon cancer, you know, like stuff like that. And it's like,
they will do that bullshit.
Why would you do that to yourself? You know, if I have to be somewhere at a normal job where it's 8 hours, this is 8 hours of me living my life, having to be in that moment. So if I'm miserable, if I'm sick and I'm stuffy and I'm coughing and I'm sneezing, why would I want to spend that 8 hours doing work when I feel bad?
Starchies is what the body needs. All right, outside of work, what other toxic masculinity do you want to talk about? Is there anything in like particular?
Well, doing anything else that people see as feminine. So, wearing jewelry. Wearing. Who cares if somebody wears 8 bracelets? If somebody likes to wear bracelets, they just like bracelets. If you want to dress, in crop tops, wear a crop top. Sometimes my tummy gets hot.
Is there anything that's like going too far where you can like talk shit about them for being too feminine?
I don't even think so. What even is femininity and masculinity? It's a made up concept. The whole thing is made up.
Yeah, but like you don't want your what about your woman being masculine? Like, what if
she already throws hands on me? That'd be considered masculine, I think.
Okay, so what if they had their nipples like cut out like in a shirt? Like every other part of the shirt was cool. This is a dude. Every other part of the shirt's cool. But
show your nipples. If you want to show them off, show them off. But it has to be decent. Okay, so there's a difference between toxic masculinity and actual decency in society. Okay, like you can't just go around with no pants on, swinging your meat.
Yeah,
that's not decent. It's masculine.
Yeah,
but that ain't decent.
Yeah.
So having your nipples cut out of a shirt, that's a little bit far. But I wouldn't say that that's, just because of toxic masculinity.
I'm trying to think of something that would be so feminine you'd be like, all right, that'll get a little crazy. But I don't know if I can think of anything.
Yeah, because there's not really anything there, man. So what if you want to wear some makeup out in public? That's makeup.
But would you say like, all right, that dude's a little shaky. I don't know if he's straight or not.
Well, the only thing that has to do with straight and gay, like if you're a guy,
I got a question for this.
If you're a guy and you want to get with a dude, that's gay.
That's
gay.
Yeah.
But if you're a dude and you wear makeup, but you still have a wife and family, that's not gay. You just like makeup.
This video is brought to you by Starchies.
Mom, all I can find is sugary cereal. Isn't there anything better?
Don't worry, son. I got just what you're looking for. Starchies. It's what the body needs.
You're right, Mom. These Starchies are fantastic.
Starchies could cause liver damage, kidney failure, heart disease, glaucoma, breast cancer, pain in the eyes, headaches, nausea, vomiting, upset stomach, diarrhea. Please read the label before consuming.
It's only gay if you make it gay.
Okay.
That's the whole thing. It's your mindset. If you feel like it's not gay, that's not gay.
So that dude, have you ever seen that video where that dude's like, I'm not gay no more? What'd you think about him? You think he's not gay anymore?
He said he ain't gay anymore.
He said, I like women's.
Yeah, sounds like he likes women's.
I feel like y'all two agree with each other on this concept.
Yeah.
If you just say I'm not gay no more.
You know what? Gay is also a made-up concept. All of this is made up, right?
Is homosexuality?
It's just... I guess it's a person-by-person basis. Because you ever seen John Corbett?
John Corbett?
Yeah, from My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
No.
That's a handsome man. I'll tell you that right now.
Okay. Hold on. Is this an actual man? I don't know the person.
It's John Corbett from My Big Fat Greek Wedding.
You talking about the tall dude? Like the tall comedian dude. Guy?
He's not a comedian. He does have brown hair, though.
I don't know if we're talking about the same guy. So
a little bit of squinty eyes.
I don't think we're talking about the same guy.
I'm just saying, it's a handsome man.
But like, you can call somebody handsome, but are you attracted to the person? I think that's what makes it gay. Like anybody
knows the difference anymore.
But like you can say like okay, like anybody can say The Rock would be considered handsome.
If I was at a Hollywood party and I ran into John Corbett
and he was hitting on you
and he was talking a good game and I wasn't married, who knows what would happen?
That's the part I always try to get to though. Like, are you gonna like? What if he's trying to smash you though? Like, not like just trying to do it with you, but he trying to hit you.
Am I bi-curious?
I think you're bi-curious. That's what it sounded like. This is what it sounded like. It's so funny though, because it's like you. I guess if you make it, it is what you make of it.
It is what you make of it.
It does remind me of that story you told me about that dude though. That
which dude?
The dude that swooned
Thomas?
you. Is that his name?
Thomas is not swooned me. Thomas just bought me things.
And hit on you, and you
hit on me.
You didn't know what was happening.
I did not realize until he started talking about how beautiful I was. At which point I realized.
But you still took the compliments.
I love compliments. I love compliments now. It doesn't matter who they come from. A compliment's a compliment.
Yeah.
Ground is ground.
But I don't know. I can't just sit there and let a dude be like, your eyes.
Just take the compliment.
It's like looking into two moons. Like, bro, get the fuck out of here, bro.
Yeah, but it's a compliment. What does it matter?
It matters.
If it's from a dude or a chick. Well, see, even if it was from a woman, right? You are in a committed relationship.
Yes.
So if it's from a woman, it would also be weird.
They all make me uncomfortable. All compliments.
All compliments.
Like, even when those people were telling me they like my shirt in Walmart today, even that made me uncomfortable. And that was just my shirt. Like, it's not even me.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of stuff either.
I was like,
if I go to Walmart, just let me shop.
Yeah, I normally
unless
wear
I
headphones.
seek out the help. If I have the doe eye, if I'm in Walmart, I'm like, and I don't know what I'm doing. If I'm looking, if you can tell that I'm looking for something,
man, you be lost in Walmart like that sometimes.
Sometimes they put stuff in weird spots. I was buying shampoo today.
Yeah.
Did not know which aisle. There's
It
multiple
was weird.
shampoo aisles.
I don't like how they set up their shampoo in that Walmart.
Me neither. It should be shampoo on one side, shampoo on the other.
Yeah.
But instead it was shampoo on one side. Then you had to go to another aisle
To get those more shampoo. Because it was lotion and shampoo on one, and the next one it was like men's shampoo and then like just normal shampoo. I don't know. It was weird.
I don't know.
It was
See,
weird.
but if I look confused, sure. Come ask me if I need help. But if I don't look confused, if I look confident, if I have a list and I know where everything's at and I'm walking through standing tall, back straight, eyes ahead, I don't need help.
You know when I do like when people talk to me in Walmart? When it's somebody that's short and they can't reach up and get something.
Like that.
Yeah, and then they ask me to come over and do it because we're both pretty tall. So
I do it. Yeah. See, it's almost a compliment.
Yeah.
It's a compliment without being one.
Yeah. I really don't mind when people do that. I'm like, my height's finally useful for something.
I thought somebody was going to do that to me one day. I was shopping with my wife and we were in like the like Easter section. And somebody came up and they're like, "Hey, sir, could you help me for a moment?" And they were short, so I for sure thought they were about to ask me to grab something off the top shelf.
Let me guess what they asked.
What they asked?
They asked you for money.
Of course, they asked me for money.
I knew it was going there.
I was in Mobile, Alabama. They asked me for money.
How did it like kill your expectations to the point where you got rude or like?
It did a little bit. It's not even rude. I just told them, I was like, "Look, my door handle on my car is a coat hanger, and so I can't help you at all." And they were stunned. They didn't know what to say.
Did you keep going into detail? Did you like keep breaking down what else?
No, I turned back around.
You should have kept going. You should be like, I use a push pin for my
A thumbtack. A thumbtack makes my interior lights work, and a string makes my windshield wipers work. That's ingenuity.
You should have kept going like that, bro. That shit would have been funny
I didn't
as
keep
fuck.
going. My wife was flabbergasted though. She also didn't know what to say. After I told her that my door handle was a coat hanger, I turned back to my wife, and after the woman walked away, she was like, "What did you just say to her?" I just told her the truth. I can't give out money. My door handle's a coat hanger. What am I supposed to do for you?
That is a classic story, bro. I'm not gonna lie. The fact that you thought you were about to help somebody, you were happy to help until they said money.
Yeah, I was happy to grab something. I was happy to do something for free.
Yeah.
If it didn't cost me anything, I would do something for people.
Yeah. That is true.
I'm generous like that. But if I have to pay to help you, that's different.
It's funny though because I worked with Troy for a long time. We rode together, and like this dude don't play about people asking him for money. This man will completely ignore somebody. I'm talking about straight faced, never turn his head and acknowledge of anything. Just walk straight past the person when they ask him.
I grew up very poor, and so I do not like to spend money. Why do you think my door handle is a coat hanger? It's a $20 fix. But you know what they say? A temporary fix is the most permanent of fixes.
It's just funny though because like I'm not gonna give them the money either, right? But I'm gonna acknowledge that a person's asking me like for money. I'm like, oh, I don't got it, or all I got is my car. I don't got no change or whatever. But Troy is just, it's just.
How do I know that they're not asking the person behind me that looks more rich than I do? I also don't look rich, guys. If you see me walking about, I don't look like a rich man. especially if I pull up in my luxury '99 Acura.
Yeah, but like you're in work clothes at this point, and like this dude's homeless, so he's like anybody looks more rich than him.
They look more rich than me.
He's like, oh, that dude got some nice boots on. Let me ask him. You just fucking zoom past him. Oh, that shit's
Work
always
boots
funny
do
to me.
not scream money.
And this is the thing. So he's talking about this rich thing. Troy full of shit because it could be somebody just trying to talk to this dude, and he just wants something from him, and he'll just take whatever he wants and then just walk off. They're trying to like give him a pitch, like say they're like, hey, you can get this hat, but I got to tell you about this thing before you get this hat. He's like, ooh, hat. And just turn around and walk away. And I'm stuck listening to him.
I do leave you to listen to the pitches while I get the free merch.
That dude is crazy,
That does
man.
happen.
It's so crazy that like
They shouldn't have strings attached.
it is true.
I
Though.
shouldn't have to listen to a pitch to get a free hat you're giving out.
But it's free still, even when you listen to the pitch.
Or like
it's
the biscuits. Yeah, they give out
you
biscuits
snatch
in the
that
morning.
biscuit. You snatch it so quick and walk off, bro. You don't give a damn.
Here's the thing, I'm a hypocrite.
Starchies.
It's got what you need.
Okay, so we had some technical difficulties, but we were talking about Troy being a hypocrite, but knowing he's a hypocrite. So he's a knowing hypocrite, and which he thinks is better than somebody who's just a hypocrite and they don't realize they're being a
Of
hypocrite.
course it's better.
Yeah.
Half the time that you get frustrated with people is because they don't realize how shitty they can be. You know, it doesn't matter if it's hypocrite or any other kind of character flaw, which, you know, I admit hypocrite is a character flaw.
Yeah.
But it's whenever people don't know. It's whenever people go through life and they have this bad quality and they just don't realize how it affects others.
Yeah, I strongly disagree with Troy for a long time on this, right? I hated that he used to say this. It used to drive me insane. He's like, look, I'm a hypocrite, but at least I admit it. And it used to drive me crazy because I'm like, yeah, but you being a hypocrite and you shouldn't be. But
I
think,
can admit that I am
yeah,
one.
I think he's right on this. But I honestly think he is correct. If you're not acknowledging that you're being a hypocrite, that is way worse.
It's way worse. That's whenever you go behind somebody's back and you talk about them and you talk about your frustrations. You vent about this person. Oh, they're such a hypocrite, and I don't know why they can't see it or anything like that. I see it. I know I'm a hypocrite. Everybody is.
Yeah.
But it's just being self-aware.
Yeah, because I'll be trying to call him out on something. I think that's why I was so against it. Is because he'll be talking shit about somebody driving or something, and I'll be like, "Bro, you just did this," and he's like, "Look, I'm a hypocrite." And it's like it just counteracts me trying to.
I'm also a bad driver. That doesn't mean that I can't talk about somebody else's bad driving.
He's actually kind of right on this, though. If you're gonna acknowledge that you're a hypocrite, it makes it a lot
It
easier.
makes it's an easier pill to swallow.
Yeah, like because it actually don't frustrate me that much when he's like, "Yeah, but I'm a hypocrite." Then I'm like, I mean, I guess, I guess he's right. It's cool.
That's part of life. Everybody in the world is a hypocrite. Everybody judges other people. Yeah, you can't go through and not judge somebody.
Yeah.
And I'll judge somebody for things that I do.
But do you know anybody that's like just a major hypocrite? Like, do you know anybody like that?
Everybody on earth.
No, I mean
man.
one of the ones that don't acknowledge it.
Oh.
Yeah.
If we all know people like that.
Just
Everybody knows somebody like that.
Are they not like the worst people though? Like they're not the worst people, but man, they are frustrated.
It's
people.
frustrating. But if they can
Yes.
admit it,
Yeah.
then it's easier to take.
I gotta agree with you on this one, bro. That is it. He brought me to the light on that one. I hated that he used to say that shit. I used to get so frustrated. But then he was breaking it down to somebody else. He wasn't doing it to me. Because when he did it to me, I'm like, nah, fuck that. You're a hypocrite. Stop. But when he was telling somebody else one day, and I was like, damn, Troy's spitting right now. Like, he really doing this shit. Troy has this way of words where he will convince you to his side. Like, you will know he's wrong, but then after he talks about it, it's never when he's talking to you, because your mind's already made up. But when you hear him talking to somebody else, he'll have this way of just persuading you to some bullshit. And then you'd be like, damn, he did that shit.
At the end of the day, we're all wrong all the time. So it's not that bad to be wrong.
It's not. It's not.
All the character flaws. It's not that bad to be that way. If you're a bad driver, everybody's bad drivers.
Yeah.
So are you really a bad driver? Or are you just like everybody else?
Yeah.
So it doesn't really matter at the end of the day.
You hear how he does it? He makes everybody feel good about being a bad driver. It's genius.
Well, it's the same thing with being a bad person. At the end of the day, everybody's a bad person. Except for Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Everybody else, Jeebus. But everybody else is, but he's right though. Everybody's a bad person, so you can't look down on this person.
So you can't be mad about somebody being a bad person because you're also a bad person.
Unless their bad shit is like, over.
If their bad shit's worse than yours,
then you can,
look down on it.
Yeah, but when it's like,
but if you're equals,
what
can you say?
When it's basic bad shit, nobody cares.
Nobody cares about the basic bad shit.
I agree.
Yeah, it's only if they do really bad stuff.
Yeah,
and you're like,
the stuff we don't even want to name on camera.
Can't even talk about
stuff.
That they're a bad person, and I will judge them harshly. And again, I will harsh somebody doing the same bad things I do.
100%.
But at the end of the day, that's just who we are.
Yeah, and then we'll call somebody bad in the moment, like fucking piece of shit, and then I'll be like, "How you gonna call that dude?" And then he'll hit me with the, "Well, look, I'm a hypocrite." And then I'll be like, "Got me."
And it all makes sense now.
Yeah, but I think that's a good stopping point for this video. This man's got to go eat some fries.
I do have to eat some fries. This was my first time on camera, people. Forgive me.
Yeah, I think he did really good. He's like a really good talker, probably better talker than me. So I think it's gonna be cool.
I am 6 White Claws deep as well. That helped. I had to get loose.
Y'all let him know he did good, and then he'll come back and do some more videos. And if you tell him he did horrible, we might never see Troy again. So
no, I'll do it again. I'll keep doing it.
Yeah,
I'm fine with it.
Okay, cool. All right, well, that's gonna end this one. He's got some places to be, so y'all suck it easy. Storchy.